Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be doing how to start a coin collection and like how to coin roll hunt, and so yeah, it might take a while. We might have to cut it into 2 videos, but yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. If you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we also might be doing this might be a premiere because I've seen a lot of people doing premieres and I think it's kind of cool, so we might try to do a premiere on this video. So anyways, let's get right into the video. Okay, so when it comes to starting a coin collection, there's multiple things that you might want to get, and so sorry about the little shadow there over on some of the other stuff. So there's multiple things that you might want to get. For example, let's start, so over here, let me go ahead and move these out of the way for you. Okay, so over here, some of you guys might know what this is. This is a state quarter collection. Complete 100 hole collectors folder, complete collection from 1999 to 2008. So state quarters are pretty cool to collect. This book was from the U.S. Mint. I didn't buy this anywhere. My parents didn't buy this. We already had this book from somebody that got this in our family or something. So yeah, so that is kind of cool. So you might want to get some books like this, depending on what you're going to do, quarters and all kinds of stuff like that. You might want to get some world coins books. There's all different kinds of these because a lot of times you'll run into cool foreign coins that you might want to buy. Which brings us back to some of these coins. If it can focus in here. There you go. So these, you can tell that these definitely aren't American. So let's go ahead and look at what these are. So this one up here, let's figure out what those are. Those look like kangaroos maybe. I don't know. Let me see here. Yes, Australia. Come on, get in focus. Let's go. Oh, sorry about that, guys. It's not focusing very well. Shoot. Well, anyway, so there we go. So this is from Australia. So this is a cool foreign coin that I got. Probably got that from Gregory Lee, one of my subscribers that sent me a coin package. This is also from Australia, and so is this next one. So you're going to run into a lot of foreign coins, especially when it comes to coin roll hunting, which we'll talk about later. So you might want to buy a world coins book. The other thing you'll want to buy is a penny collection. Why is this not focusing? There you go. So this is a coin collection book that I got. I saw this from one of my favorite YouTubers, Quinn's Coins. He does a lot of videos. He uses one of these to fill out coins, which he would get from coin rolls, which again, like we'll talk about later. So these are just for pennies. There's Jefferson nickel books, there's Indian head books, there's all kinds of different books. So you guys can look these up. So if you guys have Hobby Lobbies in your area, there might be some of these there. But otherwise, you can get them on Amazon or eBay or Etsy or something else. So this is for Lincoln cents. So let's go ahead and zoom back out to, let's zoom back out to our full look here. I'm going to go ahead and grab this book, and we can look at this. So it comes with all these different things, and you can just pull these out with your thumb. There's clear plastic right there. You might not be able to see that. And so like there's 1911, which I do have. There's all of these different coins that you can put in the slots. So it's a nice book to have to fill up your coins, and you can keep going to all different pages. It goes all the way up. These are wheat pennies. As you can see the backs of those right there. Those are the steel pennies. Yeah, so there's all these wheat pennies here. And so it kind of just keeps going, and then we move back up to, these are just memorial cents. So there's those. And so yeah, it goes all the way up. Let's flip to the back here. It goes all the way up to like 2009. And then over here it has the mints, how many were minted. For example, the 1973 S. There was 380 million, looks like, minted. So yeah, it has a list of all these, which is nice to have. So yeah, there's that book, so you might want to get one of those. And then comes this book. So for this, I'm going to bring you guys down a little bit. Let's see, there you go. Okay, so you guys are, I'm just going to show you guys this book here real quick. Okay, so inside this book, we have, here, hold up a sec. Okay, so inside this book, we have all these different coins all over here, and then, yeah, so you can get these white things, you can get them off, like I said, like Amazon or eBay or whatever. You can probably buy these at some stores. So I had a full pack of these. I've used a lot of them, as you can see in this book. They go all through here. You can buy this book on Amazon also, so you can get almost everything on Amazon. So there's these little folders. Here's how these folders work. So you put a coin inside like this. Just put a coin inside it, and then you fold it up. Make sure the coin is inside there, and then you take a stapler. You staple the sides of it, and then you just put it in one of the slots here. So then we'd go ahead and let's find an open slot, and then we just stick it in. So yeah, so that's how this works. And so yeah, and at the back, so you can buy, so the book will just come like this. Sometimes it comes with these sheets here that you have to put in, but you can buy these in a lot of places too. They have baseball cards that are this brand also, so if you just go to their website, they might have these on there, because I collect baseball cards too, so I know that this brand, this company, they have baseball cards, so these might be on their website. Let's see, what is BCW or something. You can buy them on Amazon, so just go to Amazon for everything. And so if you go to the back of this book, this is how it came. There's dollar bill slots also, which is really nice. I'm not a huge dollar bill collector. All I have is some Australian dollar bills, which I got from a subscriber. So these are kind of cool. And then yeah, so there's all of these. I have quite a few sheets in there. You might know, yeah. So you can still go up quite a bit though. So there's that book. It says coins on there. It's kind of cool. So yeah. One of the other things that you might want to get, which Quinn's Coins, the one I was talking about earlier, his YouTube channel, go follow him. I'll put the link in the description. He sells these. I'm not sure if he still sells them now, but he sold them probably close to a year ago. I'm sure he still sells them now. And so they have, so like earlier when we were talking about wheat pennies, you can, these are it's basically like a score sheet for penny roll hunting, which, so here's a penny roll right here. So if we open this penny roll, we could possibly find something like this. We could find what's called a blank planchet. We could find a proof cent, Canadian, foreigns, and stuff. It's actually really common to find dimes in penny rolls. Like, not super common, but pretty common. And then you'll find 2009s, steel cents, wheat pennies, memorial pennies, shield cents, Indian heads, flying eagle cents. You don't find either of these too often in penny rolls, though. So you're going to most likely either buy those at like a coin shop or something. So, yeah. So there's this book, or not this book, this sheet. And if we turn this over, it's got like a score sheet. And it says up here, let's see here, it says Quinn's Coins, let's see, Quinn's Coins official small cent coin roll hunting competition. So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool thing. And so you have this whole score sheet, and so if you can do a penny roll hunt like competition with like a friend or something, and you can just go through these, and if you find like the first one here is a wheat cent, 40s and 50s, 5 points, wheat cents, 10, 20s, and 30s, 10 points. And you can create your own version of this. You can change up the points if you want to, but I like how they're set up. Like the Flying Eagle cents are like 100 points. So yeah, there's all these different coins, 2009, 1, foreigns, 2. And then there's an additional Canadian score sheet, which is nice. And then they have all the mintage numbers, or not the numbers, but they have like the below 50 million, which is low mintage Leekin cents, which those are kind of cool to have. There's all these, and they tell you the dates and the mint mark, and then the key date Lincoln cents, which is below 10 million, is these. So 1909 through like 1933. A lot of those are worth a lot. Again, they'll show you the dates and the mint marks. So those are really nice to have also. So another thing that we'll do is, a lot of times, if you want, you can go to the coin shops if you have a local coin shop. If you don't have a local coin shop, it doesn't really matter. You can drive somewhere to find a coin shop. And so I actually got this at a coin shop, and this is really cool actually. It's got what's this? A mercury dime? Yep, mercury dime, an Indian head, a steel cent, a shield cent, silver barber dime, Liberty head nickel, just a regular dime, Buffalo nickel, and a Jefferson nickel. So some of those aren't really worth much, but others are really cool to have. And so you can get these at, it's the 3 Centuries of American Coinage. So it's pretty cool to have. I mean, I really like it. It's awesome. The only thing that they don't have is the Flying Eagle cent, which they're really uncommon. Not too many people have them. But yeah, so you can probably buy those somewhere, I would imagine. They're probably pretty expensive, but yeah, so I don't know how much I got this for. Yeah, $11. So not too bad of a deal, $11 for all these coins. So yeah. So you can go to coin shops and get coins. That's another thing you can do for coin collecting. And really, it's not too much of a expense. Start off small and you'll eventually get bigger. And to go through coin rolls, they're only 50 cents. So those are really nice. You can just search through these things. They're only 50 cents, so there's 50 pennies in there. So yeah, it's nice to have. And then there's nickel rolls, which there's $2. Nice. And the nickel rolls, though, there's, 40 nickels in a nickel roll? So it's not as many as the pennies. So yeah, so I have a few nickel rolls here, a few penny rolls, all that, so yeah. Let's see, is there anything else that I have not shown you yet? Oh yeah, so back to these books again. There's Flying Eagle cents and Indian head cents. So there's so many books like this. This is the #1 thing that I would recommend doing right when you start coin collecting. Get a book. So this is for like the last, like these are all really good. These are all the, let's see here. Yeah, so these are all of the Indian head cents and some of the Flying Eagle cents. So yeah. So this is a nice, cool book to have. I don't have any in there because I don't have too many Indian heads and stuff like that. So I just keep them in this blue book that I showed you earlier. So yeah. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. I had a little interruption here, so we'll keep going. So yeah, that's the #1 thing I'd recommend doing is getting these books because they're really nice to have. So yeah. So the other thing is, like when you're coin roll hunting, there's multiple videos on YouTube about coin roll hunting, and they're all very, very helpful. I'd suggest probably watching one of them, but I'll show you just a little bit of how to coin roll hunt here. So I have a nickel roll here. I know that there's nothing in this nickel roll, but you're not gonna know that there's nothing in a nickel roll. So let's say I just bought this nickel roll at a bank, and I set it down, and so I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in there for you guys. Okay. So I set this nickel roll down. Again, you want to have good filming when you're coin roll hunting, because if you don't have great filming, it's going to be kind of tough to coin roll hunt. So we'll go ahead and open up this roll here. Okay. So I open up a roll, and this is just for customer wraps. If you have bank wraps, you're going to have to open them on the like the seals there. So yeah, that's a little different. But these are just customer wrapped rolls. So, and then I kind of just drop them out, or I can push them out with my other finger. And so there's all these nickels here, and what a lot of people do is they'll just grab the nickels one by one, check them all, and I personally recommend not doing that because it takes a long time, especially if you're filming, and if you have like 40 nickel rolls or something, you're going to be sitting here all day just looking at nickel by nickel by nickel. So what I suggest doing is I suggest kind of like searching through them, just flipping through them quick, and you'll probably see if there's anything. If you're first starting and you're not filming, then you can start to kind of look through them like this and just double check just to make sure if you're just getting started. And if you find something cool, don't just throw it back in. You're going to want to pull it out, put it in either a book or a one of these. Yeah, you can put it in one of those, or yeah, so you can do anything with those, whatever you want, but just don't put it back in there because it could be something valuable, like especially if you find like a V nickel or a buffalo nickel or something. And if you buy something at the coin shop that's like really old, like in the 1800s or early 1900s, then don't, like, if it's in like a package, don't take it out of the package. Leave it in that package and store it somewhere safe so that you don't have somebody that's messing with it, or even you messing with it, especially if it's uncirculated. You don't want to get that coin all messed up because who knows, you might want to sell your coin collection one day and it won't go for much if it's messed up. So yeah, so I'd keep it in like a safe or just the package. So you're searching through these nickels, and what a lot of people do is they'll make like two piles of nickels, and they'll search through one real fast, and then they'll search through the other one real fast, and you can do that, that's fine, but the way I do it is I just kind of look through them like this, spread them out a little bit. If I see anything interesting, I'll pull it out. Sometimes a few look a little old, and you can pull those one out and check the date and stuff. But if there's nothing in the roll, then grab like a box or a popcorn bowl, or I don't know, whatever you need. Just grab something that you want, and you can grab your nickels. You can either dump them in there, or you can like wipe them off a table or something. So yeah, you can do whatever you want. Just don't like leave them there and then open another roll because you'll get all the nickels confused. So you can just push them aside and then open up another nickel roll. So I'm gonna, and then when it comes to taking them back to the bank and getting rolls exchanged, so how I got these rolls, some of you might be wondering that. So I got these rolls at the bank, and how I got them was I exchanged penny rolls for nickel rolls. I had 80 penny rolls rolled, and so you just, at the bank, they can give you these for free. There'll be wrappers without pennies in them, and you open up the wrappers, you put 50 pennies in there, and then, yeah. And then you roll up the sides, and then you take them into the bank and exchange them. So with these nickel rolls, I'm going to grab them and put them in here. So what I normally do is I'll put a finger in here so that it's just balanced on my finger, and then with my other hand I'll drop the nickels in there. So, and then I'll make sure that they're flattened out with both fingers. And then I'll keep dropping them. And they do make, which in fact I actually have one for nickels, they make like counting machines. I have one for pennies, and they have one for nickels, and they work really well. I'll show you those in 1 second. So you just keep dropping them all in, and when you hit the 50 mark, then you do this with the sides. You like push one in, push one in, push one in, and then just do that again. And then you can set it down, grab some more nickels, make sure you have 50, keep doing the same process, and maybe you'll get to 10 or 15 nickel rolls. So here, I'll be right back 1 second. I'm gonna grab those coin counter machines. Okay, so I have a box. There's some nickels in here. So I've got like a handful, probably enough for 2 or 3 rolls of nickels. And then this here you can buy off of Amazon or eBay. Just search up like nickel counters or like penny counters, and these should come up, or like penny holders or whatever. I bought a package of these. It came with a dime one, a nickel one, a quarter one, and a penny one. So here's the nickel one. It's blue, which matches the color of the roll, so you'll know. And so this one, it's got kind of a wider hole than the penny one, which is nice because then you can fit the nickels in. And with the penny one, it's not too wide. So if I grab a handful of nickels here, so I have a handful of nickels, and I take this and I drop them in there. So they're not always going to be straight up. You can't really see them in there, but they're not always going to be straight up. So you want to make sure that they're not sideways and stuff, because otherwise it won't counter it. So I put all those in there. Now I grab another handful. And so you can kind of see the nickels in there. And there's this little thing right here, this little slot. And if your nickels get above that slot, or your pennies, or whatever, your dimes maybe, if it gets above that slot, then you want to try to hit them out, and to the point like that, where it's not going to, where it's just the right amount on your slot. And then you take a nickel wrapper, ordinary nickel wrapper. This is already used, so it's kind of creased on the end. And then with pennies you can do it. It doesn't work great with nickels. You can kind of just slide the roll down in there and then dump this upside down, and it will go into the roll, and then you can just wrap it up. Well, it doesn't work great like this. So you know though that you have 40 nickels in here. So what you're going to do is you're just going to drop them, and then you load them up into here. So you don't have to kind of waste all your time counting them. It's just a little bit easier. So I recommend probably getting one of these. You don't have to start. I got these like maybe a month ago, and I've been collecting for quite a while now. So yeah, so I didn't get one right when I started. But that'll pretty much do it for the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time on Eli at Coin Nation. So I might be chatting with you right now if this is a premiere. So I hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, see you later.